Hi and welcome to Just the Job. I'm glad you could join us this week because we have a fantastic lineup of careers for you to check out. Today we've got a special show featuring careers at SKYCITY, a huge organisation which welcomes thousands of visitors through its doors every single day. In today's show, Luca finds out there's more to SKYCITY than meets the eye as he goes behind the scenes and discovers the exciting array of career opportunities across the organisation. Then Luca meets a top restaurant manager and finds out what makes it such a challenging and rewarding career. And in our final segment, after a bit of training, Renee is on the casino floor trying her hand as a table game dealer.
Hi, my name's Luca. I'm year 13 at Waitakere College and I want to check out what kind of jobs there are at SKYCITY.
SKYCITY Auckland is one of 5 sites belonging to SKYCITY Entertainment Group across New Zealand and Australia. SKYCITY isn't just the Sky Tower and a casino, it's also a convention centre, 2 hotels, a theatre and 24 restaurants and bars.
Hey Luca, how are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
I'm Grania Trout and I'm General Manager of Human Resources here at SKYCITY.
This is obviously a pretty big operation. How many people do you have working for you?
We have over 3,000 people working here on this site. We've got over 200 different job types here. Right, you need to look around and I've got just the guy to show you.
Good morning, Luca. Hey, welcome to SKYCITY. My name's Matt Howells. I'm the Executive Manager for Facilities.
So what is it that you do here exactly?
So my role as Executive Manager for Facilities is to look after the premises, make sure that it's operationally perfect on a day-to-day basis. So that's the cleaning, that's the health and safety aspects of everything, and it's just making sure that the doors are open and we're ready to go every single day.
So does that mean you're in charge of anybody?
Yeah, we've got electricians, cleaners, carpenters, painters, a rigging team that climb up Sky Tower. We've even got upholsterers to make sure that all the furniture is perfect and that all the gaming tables look as pristine as they possibly can be for our customers.
That's awesome.
This is our main gaming floor casino. My responsibility stems from making sure that there's power, there's ventilation, there's cleaning. If you think of every single one of the gaming machines as a computer, we have to do all the business continuity backup that is associated with that. So come on, let's have another look at SKYCITY.
Awesome.
One of SKYCITY's major attractions is the Sky Tower. Jennifer Philpott is the operations manager of the tower. She's been working at SKYCITY since it opened and now administers all of Sky Tower's tourist attractions, including the gift shop, observation deck, and other third-party operators like Skywalk and Skyjump.
Hi Luca,
Hey.
I'm Jennifer Philpott, I'm the operations manager of the Sky Tower. So one of the things that Sky Tower hosts have to do here at the Sky Tower is welcome our guests through when they arrive.
What is it that you look for in a Sky Tower host?
One of the main things we look for is great customer service and a welcoming attitude.
To the highest observation point, the Sky Deck.
So up here on main observation, our Sky Tower host's role is to make sure our visitors leave knowing a bit more about Auckland than what they did before.
Awesome.
Now Luca, you're going to get to experience one of our adrenaline-inducing activities here at the Sky Tower.
Oh, what's that?
Hi Luca, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Callum Mallet, I'm the GM of the Grand Hotel here. Welcome.
Callum Mallet has worked at SKYCITY for 6 years, firstly as Director of Sales, before being promoted to General Manager Hotels.
So what is it exactly that you do here?
Well, I look after the operations of the hotel here, so that includes the sales, the marketing, the reservations departments, and then everything you see here from a guest's perspective.
So how many people do you actually have working for you?
So we have 2 hotels, the Grand Hotel and SKYCITY Hotel, and between the 2 we have about 300 staff.
Wow.
Callum manages 635 hotel rooms across those 2 hotels, which welcome about 300,000 guests per year.
What kind of roles are there in a hotel?
So there's obviously roles in marketing and sales. Then there's the reservations team. Then obviously once a guest gets here, concierge, porters, housekeeping, front office, and then the food and beverage operations behind that, and obviously finance as well. So the scope and range of roles is really huge, absolutely.
What type of person do you look for?
First and foremost, people who like dealing with people, who enjoy engaging, because obviously our guests are our #1 asset and we need to make sure we look after them.
Satisfied staff means satisfied guests, and SKYCITY know that their greatest strength is in the people who work here.
We have a program called the Connect program, which has the equivalent of 2 full-time people there solely to work with staff to support them through tricky times in their lives.
Hey, mate.
Hi Lucas, my name is Takashi, security officer of SKYCITY.
So what's it like being a security guard?
To me, personally, it's like working for your own family. You have to look after the property. You have to know what to do in emergencies.
What's the physical part of the training like?
We do go through restraint trainings just for the safety, and we prepare for the worst case scenario.
Could you say, if I ran through right now, could you restrain me?
Why not?
Should I try this? So if I went in... Oh, yeah, sweet.
Hey, Luca.
Hey.
I'm Mark, Director of Kitchens.
How many jobs are there exactly in the kitchen?
There's a myriad of jobs in the kitchen. Kitchens are structured along what's called the party system, so it's a lot like the military. There's layers and a hierarchy that exist in the kitchen. This is our loading dock here. 80% of what comes across these docks is food related. Just to give you some numbers, we go through 1.5 million eggs a year.
Wow.
32 tonnes of potatoes, 100,000 litres of canola oil. So all that product's transferred across these docks and goes through to our kitchens. Now we have 23 kitchens. So from here, if we were to walk around those kitchens, it actually takes an hour and a half to go around them. So what we'll do now is we'll walk through to the production kitchen, which is our centralised factory for the business, basically. So that's where we assemble the bulk goods for all our various restaurants. The production kitchen's broken into 3 different areas. The area that we're in now is called hot production. So all the bulk stock, sauces, braised meat, all of those sort of commodities are made in here. About 10% of our workforce is modern apprentices. Now, they start their first years in these production kitchens. So in these environments, these guys are doing long, repetitive processes, but it's where they acquire the skills that will ultimately lead them to being successful as a chef.
So, how was that?
Oh, it was awesome. There's so much going on all over the place. It's really great.
This is such a dynamic business, and I think if you're the kind of person who likes that kind of energy and dynamism, likes working with people, and also is willing to work at the times of the week that our business is most busy, so often that's Friday and Saturday nights. So as long as you're willing to be flexible around that, then this is really a great environment to work in.
Oh, it was really good, eh? There seems like there's a lot of job opportunities here. It's like you can come in at the bottom, get training from SKYCITY and work your way to the top.
There's a host of career opportunities at SKYCITY, and there are a few essential qualities that SKYCITY is looking for. First of all, a genuine desire to provide a great customer experience is essential. You'll need to show professionalism and a tidy personal presentation. SKYCITY is a 24/7 operation, so you'll need to be reliable and happy with shift work. Experience in a customer-facing role is desirable. All vacancies are listed at skycitycareers.co.nz. Hey, well, good on you, Luca. You definitely got a great taste at a range of different jobs, although might want to cross being a security officer off that list. After the break, we're back with Luca as he finds out what it takes to be a restaurant manager of excellence. See you soon. Now, Luca will get to explore in more detail what it means to be a restaurant manager. And he'll learn from the best with renowned manager Julie Woodyer-Smith.
So SKYCITY's got 24 different food and beverage outlets. I look after the Federal Street outlets, which is the Depot by Al Brown, the Otter, which is a Spanish tapas bar, Peter Gordon's one. He's also got Dine by Peter Gordon, which is more fine dining, and then we've got the Grill by Sean Connolly.
Awesome.
When I first got into this industry, it took me by surprise. It really was just a money earner for me because I was travelling. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. And I worked in every different aspect of the restaurants. I mean, I've gone in and I've been a kitchen porter, I've been a host cashier, I've been a bartender, I've done everything, you know, I've exhausted it all. And I just enjoyed every aspect of it. And I just think that what makes a good manager different from everyone else is that they're a good leader and they just really want to deliver that customer experience. So when that customer walks out the door, we've exceeded their expectations.
So it's down to work for Luca, and his waiting skills are put to the test by Julie at SKYCITY's Orbit restaurant.
Right, Luca, I started as a waiter, and the first thing I do when someone hasn't worked in the industry before is see if they can carry 3 plates.
All right.
But just to make it additionally tricky, I've put some water in it.
All right.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
All right. To start with the ideal to move up through the industry, you really need to be passionate. Lovely, you're a natural. Hardworking and focused. Beautiful.
Do I have to walk?
Why not? Those are 3 things that are absolutely fundamental. Always willing to go the extra mile, always willing to exceed expectation. It's a hard industry, you know, but if you do that bit more, you get noticed, and that's the way you'll move up. How did that feel?
Pretty nerve-wracking. It was pretty hard, yeah.
Well, it was a tough test, but you did well. We're on our way to another restaurant. As a manager, I helped set up. The chef's a bit of a rock star.
Awesome.
Luca, here we are in Dine by Peter Gordon, and this is Peter.
Hey, Peter, how are you?
Very good.
What kind of qualities do you look for in a restaurant manager?
Well, the restaurant managers are a really important role because they're I suppose, the interface between the management of the kitchen, the management of the floor, and the customers. So they've got to be a troubleshooter. They've got to be smart. They've got to be bright. They've got to look good. They've got to have great use of the English language. They need to be able to be conversational. They need to have a good wine knowledge, good food knowledge. It's a combination of United Nations peacekeeper and a supermodel and somebody who's bright and breezy.
All right.
And Luca will get the chance to work in another fine dining experience.
This is the grill by Sean Connolly.
Yep.
So the first thing you do as a manager, you just come in, just make sure that all the staff are set up as they should be. There's an enormous amount of setup prior to a shift, just restocking all the wait stations, checking the menus, checking the tables, etc., etc. So you just want to make sure that the staff are ready prior to service, prior to briefing.
Yep.
Chef, ready for a briefing? Okay, team, quick briefing. To make sure there's harmony in the team, I always make sure there's open communication. I meet with the teams and have individually and have one-on-ones with them. It's a really important time for them to be able to open up if they've got frustrations, whether they're not enjoying their shift pattern or whether they got incorrectly paid or someone's bothering them or they're feeling bullied. Any of that needs to be addressed. And the sooner you address it, the better it is for the team. Guys, so if you go and check your sections, that would be great. Have a brilliant shift.
The grill fires up for lunch, and Julie's management style gives Luca the confidence needed to be a good waiter.
Here is your king crab and your ribeye rare.
Thank you very much.
My key to managing staff is to keep open communication, be really approachable, and to empower them. How's it going, Ford? Have you checked back on 27?
No, I haven't. I'll go do that now.
Great. I always want the team on the floor to feel that they can deal with any situation.
How are you enjoying your meals?
Actually, I ordered a rare steak, and this is more of a medium rare.
Well, would you like me to send that back to the kitchen for you and have it remade?
So if there's a complaint at a table, they should be able to actually handle that complaint there and then.
No, look, you know what? It's fine. This is tasty and it's tender, so it's fine.
My apologies.
How are they?
The customer at position 1 is unhappy with the steak. He asked for rare and he got medium rare.
Did you offer to take them back to the kitchen?
Yes, I did. And he was happy with the way it was, so it was okay.
Okay, fantastic. What we'll do then is actually give them some complimentary desserts at the end.
All right, cool.
Lovely, thanks. Daily challenges are all the variables, really. Delivery doesn't arrive, customers aren't happy, customers turn up early, or they turn up late, or they all turn up together. That can completely throw a service out. And a good manager deals with pressure.
These are complimentary sweets for your inconvenience earlier.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, that's lovely.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy them.
When the food comes out and it's fantastic, and the service is really slick, and the ambiance is fantastic, and the customers leave with that smile on the face, you almost punch the air with joy, because you know that you've actually achieved what you're here to do. How did they enjoy that?
They were over the moon.
Fantastic. For me, that's the most important thing, is the customer have a great experience.
Yep, I think they will.
Well done.
I've learned that being a restaurant manager is actually a really tough and a really intense job. It takes a lot of different skills and a lot of determination to slowly work your way up from the bottom to the top.
No matter what your level of experience, SkyCITY offers training so that while you're working, you can progress towards the position of a restaurant manager. As a restaurant manager, you will need excellent interpersonal skills, meaning extensive customer service and experience leading teams, ideally within the hospitality field or similar businesses. You will also need in-depth knowledge and experience across a variety of cuisines and service styles, and strong financial experience. A current General Manager certificate is essential, however SkyCITY will organise the training and pay for it. Hey, great job, Luca. You've done really well juggling plates, dealing with tricky situations, and showed potential to become a skilled restaurant manager sometime in the future. But what about your future? If you haven't seen a career that captures your imagination from all those that we've shown you so far, don't stress. With info on more than 600 jobs, careers.govt.nz is a great place to get your career started. Now, after the break, we join Renee, who's going to take us behind the scenes of becoming a great table game dealer. The casino is the engine room of SKYCITY. But to be on the casino floor, you need to be over 20 years old. So it's goodbye, Luca, and hello, Renee.
Hi, my name's Renee Askew, and I want to learn what it's like to be a table games dealer at SKYCITY.
So we've teamed Renee up with table games supervisor Rebecca Semu, who started working at SKYCITY when it opened in 1996 as a table games dealer.
Wow, so what's it like working here?
Well, it can be exciting, rewarding, and challenging all at the same time.
Why is it challenging?
It's challenging because we have to deal with people's money on a day-to-day basis. And we have to celebrate their win, and we also have to empathise with them when they're losing. But always remembering that they're here to have a great time every time.
But not everyone is cut out to be a dealer. Applicants need sharp maths, good English, and perfect eyesight. And then get through 4 weeks of dealer boot camp.
Welcome to our training room. Here we have some students already in the middle of their training.
Guys, what's training like?
It can be challenging and pretty full on, but it's worth it.
It's really intense. It takes a lot of commitment. Well, it's pretty fun. You get paid to play games and have fun.
I saw it as a massive career path because this job can take me anywhere around the world, and that's exciting.
One of the most important things that you will learn as a dealer is dexterity, your card work, as well as chip work. Now let me introduce you to the fastest hands in all of Auckland, Mr. Edwin Osa, who will be your trainer.
Thank you, Rebecca. Hello, Renee. Nice to meet you. I'm just going to come over here and show you some card handling skills.
Dealing requires a pack of card skills. First is riffling and shuffling.
And then you start again.
You must play a mean guitar.
I play guitar, but not that mean.
And spreading to show the player that there is a full pack and that the cards aren't marked.
Okay, so let's do some chip work.
There are two things dealers handle in a casino, cards and chips.
Best way to do is don't think about it. Yep.
Because chip work is all about speed and accuracy, it might take some time for Renee to master it. A qualified dealer needs to be able to pick up 40 loose chips in 20 seconds.
That's it, and then we show clear hands, okay, to make sure that we don't have any chips.
Okay.
Right.
Gumby stack.
So, Renee puts these skills together and learns how to deal a game of blackjack, including a technique important when dealing with real players.
How do you pick the cards up?
Normally we would always go from right to left, okay, so what we do is we press this one and then go up like this.
Why do you pick them up?
Now, we need to pick them up in order in case that a player disputes their total, and we can, what we call, reconstruct the cards, so it's still in proper order.
What's it like being a dealer?
But once you get used to it and enjoy the game with the players, it becomes very, very fun.
What do you enjoy the most?
Meeting a lot of new players all the time, and especially if they enjoy the way you deal, they follow you, so you're like a superstar. You have fans following you and liking the way you deal and interacting with them. So it's quite fun. But you're gonna find out because we're gonna put you on the main floor and you're gonna be dealing live.
What? Evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So Renee's newfound skills are put to the test in the casino in a carefully managed and controlled practice session with some of her friends.
So she's done the first step correctly by introducing herself to the table and welcoming everybody to the game.
Hi, good luck everybody. Oh, good luck on your ace, sir.
Her card placement is very good, exactly how we want it.
Blackjack.
Things are going well, but Renee can't let her guard down because casinos can contain people who don't play by the rules.
Renee, keep your hands on the shoe, please.
Sorry. Okay, last player had too many. Dealer has 20.
The reason why it's really important for Renee to cover the window of the shoe is because some cards could be marked. We might have people that could be potential cheats out there. So it's really important that she keeps her hand on that shoe and keeps that covered.
The thrill of playing for money is entertaining, but for some, the thrill can get out of hand. That's why SKYCITY have a team dedicated to host responsibility.
dealers, housekeepers, cleaners, bar staff, everybody does the e-learning module, which is about host responsibility. And that's problem gamblers and responsible service of alcohol.
Back on the gaming floor, there are no problems with Renee's card and chip work.
18. Head on 18. 20.
And there is another skill that is just as important.
I want to see her communicate more. I want her to talk a little bit more, just to relax as she's dealing and get comfortable with them. She can be a mate to them, but not too pally. Still maintain her professionalism.
Dealer has 15. 21.
Actually, I thought I had 21.
Supervisor?
Hi, ma'am. What seems to be the problem?
I thought I had 21.
That's no problem.
Renee was trained to pick up the cards in order, but did she do it when it mattered?
If it's all been picked up correctly, we'll see what you've got, okay? Okay, starting with the dealer's hand. She had 21, correct?
Yes.
Okay, your cards should be coming out next. It's 20.
It's fine. I found there was a lot of technical skills involved, like dexterity and maths, but personality was a big factor in it too. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and I would love to do this job.
To enter a career as a table games dealer at SKYCITY, you'll need to be 20 years or older. You cannot be colourblind, and you must declare any criminal convictions, any significant debt, and any conflicts of interest. You'll need to have a good level of numeracy and literacy and have excellent communication skills. You will need to obtain a certificate of approval from the Department of Internal Affairs. If successful, SKYCITY will give you 4 weeks of training in various games. Table games dealers work shift hours, so flexibility is important. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to find out any more about the careers you've seen here this week, or for info on any of the careers featured throughout our series, jump on our program website tvnz.co.nz/justthejob. So best of luck, and I'll see you again next week.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.